Guys, welcome back to another video here on CGFIX with this beautiful 2006 Azera, the 3.8 liter. We've done multiple jobs for this car. I did show a video on how to replace the valve cover gaskets, how to replace your coils, your spark plugs, stuff like that, removing that intake in the back. But today we're going to be replacing the tensioner. Pretty straightforward kind of a job. It's just two bolts. You see there's one bolt here and one bolt there. I think this is a 17 or a 19. We'll find out once we get there. And then this is the tensioner. So this is where you would, loosen the tension, and then where you would just, when you go put the belt back, losing the tension again to put the belt. And then I believe this is, yeah, that's a 12 millimeter, the one up top, that holds this piece in. And then you got the wheel. All right, and then if you're having similar symptoms, this car is having symptoms where we replaced originally also the power steering pump we replaced on this car. So it had a power steering leak, okay, and then it was making a bunch of noises on the power steering, but it also was making another noise, which was, this right here. After replacing the power steering pump, this was making so much noise that I'm going to turn the car on so you can hear it. And also the power steering, now they told me they drove, they drive here and there and the power steering cuts off. That's also another symptom of the tensioner being bad, from not having that tension correctly on there. As you can see, that belt's loose. I can honestly move that belt like real easy, easily. I can easily move that belt, so I guarantee you that the belt's just slipping, and it's not grabbing on the pulleys. It could be any pulley, honestly. It could be, and it makes it look like it's frozen, and it's not moving, but it's not frozen. It's just that the belt tensioner is so bad worn out that it's not giving the proper tension to keep that tight. All right, with that being said, with all that talking, we're gonna get right to it. I'm gonna lay out the tools that we're gonna be using for the job, and then we're gonna start by putting a jack on the car, and then removing that wheel. So basically, we'll show you the steps. Let's just get to it. Here are all the tools we used on the video. So we used, the first one we used was the 21 for the sockets for the lug nuts. We used 19. We used that for the tensioner bolt on the bottom there. The 12 for the top tensioner bolt. The 12. We use this as a breaker bar. We also use this as a breaker bar, and we use this for losing the tension too. All these extensions, we used it to make it far out this way, as you guys are gonna see in the video, during the video. 17, I used the short one, this one right here, but I'm gonna also use the longer one, just why not. And then you need a jack, and that's about it. That's all the tools you need. So I always record this part always after the video, because sometimes I get to these jobs and I just start working on it, and then as I'm working, I'll show the tools that I used during the process, you know what I'm saying? Versus me just going in like, you know what I mean? I'm working with different cars every day, okay? I don't know it all, So I'm learning as I'm going, and I'm also doing it, what bolts and what sizes and stuff as I'm doing the job. So you can see that a normal guy like me, just like yourself, could do this and save yourself hundreds of dollars from the shop. All right, let's get to the video. Guys, and I also noticed this tire is really low. So I partnered up with this company called Auto One. Real amazing products. So they have this air pump here. It's pretty dope. You hold it down. It tells you the PSI right now, as you can see, is low. Is at 2. Sorry for the sun glare. You can't really see especially with the camera. And we want to set it to, right now it's at 3.20. We're gonna check out what the tire pressure is, but for now we're just doing it for the video purposes. We're gonna go ahead and click it, and you just let it sit, and it goes pretty quick. You're gonna see it goes pretty quick. It fills it up. You can fill all the tires up, and this thing will still be at full potential bars. So it's a real cool, pretty handy emergency kind of equipment to have, and this one too. So while that's filling up, sorry for the background noise now. While that's filling up, we're gonna talk about this one. So jump pack. This thing saved my life the other day. I had a customer that needed a jump, and instead of me, usually taking my car and going with, jumping it, or having to take the battery out, bring it to the auto store, and waiting an hour for them to say charge it or say if it's good, real quick in 5 minutes. Listen, this thing right here, it just jumps it right up. Quick connection right here where it says start. You just connect the plug. It has chargers, so it's a power bank too, and it also has a flashlight. And you can also get this on my TikTok. If you go to my link on the description, there's on my shorts. You can actually see the review video on this product, like the full video on it. And then it'll have a link on the description that will take you to my TikTok, and then from my TikTok link, you can get it for a discount. So these are pretty good products, and I love literally this company has been sending all these products, and they're amazing. We're not sponsored on YouTube by any way from this company, but they allowed me to share it on my YouTube, social, and any other social media. So this is the method we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using a 21 for the socket here, a little extension. I think it's the half, whatever it's called, yeah, half, 3/8, I don't know. Listen, and then I like this method. All right, I have many breaker bars, all right, but I don't know, I preferably like this method. All right, and then you're gonna go left with it, lefty loosey, break them loose. All right, and you're gonna do that for all of them. All right, and then when you put them back on, you're gonna cross tighten them, you know. All right, let me do that and I'll be right back. Usually there is a plastic cover here, but fortunately it's gone. I don't know where it is. And there's clips here. I believe a bolt, 10mm bolt there. Maybe there's some clips on the bottom, I don't know, but there's like a plastic shield just like this right here. I don't know where it's going. So and as you can see, we're gonna put the flashlight on here, but you can see right here is the tensioner. All right, so this is where you loosen the tension, 19mm right there. And that is 19, I believe, too, or 17, but I'll get back to you on that. That's one of the bolts, and then the other bolt should be up top. And that's why I like to have the part in hand, because I can see where the bolts are before I go ahead and proceed with the job. So let me get a setup here for you guys, and I'll be right back of what's gonna work for me to be able to remove that bolt and also loosen the tension. So here's what I came up with. All right, so I came up with a 17 for that bottom bolt. Okay, this one right here, 17, extension, 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 and extension. All right, that's like the best idea right now, just so I can have all this room to play with. You use your breaker bar and you lefty loosey, and you just loosen that bolt. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Now that that bolt is loose, because you want me to tell you why you need to loosen it first, because if you don't loosen that bolt, you will never be able to loosen the tension on the tensioner. And what's gonna eventually happen, because it happened to me from experience years ago, I didn't lose that bolt, and not this car, but a different car, and I broke the whole tensioner. Okay, I broke the tensioner because I was trying to do so much force, because I thought it was just like, what the, you know, what's going on? It won't loosen, you know. And it was just because I didn't loosen that bolt. So you live and you learn, right? So don't do that same mistake. Make sure you lose that bolt before you loosen the tension on the belt. And this is what I came up with. So I came up with a short socket 19 to to loosen the tensioner, the big size ratchet, the pull for the jack, and then we're gonna go push towards the dashboard, and then I'm gonna need both hands, but you're gonna want to push it this way. And as you can see, the belt is already loosening up. You see how loosening it up is tension. So you push it that way, and then you just with the other hand you go ahead and just slide off the belt. All right, so I'm gonna go do that and I'll be back. And girls, so before you remove your tensioner belt, make sure that you draw this out. Okay, so this is how it's gonna go. We got the water pump, the idler pulley, the alternator, the crank, AC, tensioner, and power steering pump. We're gonna start, we'll see how easier it goes, but it goes power steering pump down to the alternator, up on the idler, down on the AC compressor, then it goes to the crank, up to the tensioner, up to the tensioner, and then it goes to the power steering pump, and then it does all that. So draw it out or look up a picture online, but there you go. You want it right there. You don't gotta go online. You see it right there. Screenshot it. Once you loosen the belt up, if you're not replacing the belt, just leave it where it's at, so it's easier for you to just put back, you know, kind of just put it somewhere so it won't move. You're gonna go ahead and remove that 17mm bolt all the way out, and then once you do that, you see how it moved. Now you'll have access to that upper bolt, which you can't see from here, but you will be able to see from up top. That 12mm bolt is right over, I can't, let me find it first, hold on. There it is. It was hiding on the belt. So that 12mm bolt, you see that pulley right here, this one right here, it's, if you look right next to it, under right there. I'm gonna see if I can get a better camera angle for you, just so you can see where that bolt's at. Let me see if I can get it from down here. Let me see. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, I don't think I can get a camera angle on that. But anyways, if you have the old tool, the new tool, or the new part, I mean, which is right here, you know, you go based off how it goes, you know, or even if you look up a picture online, you go based off how it goes. So the bolt is right there, all right? And that is a 12mm. So go ahead and remove that 12mm, and then just remove this out. just like that. So what I used to remove that bolt was a 12 socket. You don't need this crazy stuff, you know. And I like this ratchet because it extends out and I can use it as a breaker bar. But it's a 12 socket somehow, you know, you get it in there, whichever you got. Loosen it, break it loose. And once it's pretty loose, you can go ahead and just do it by finger. And yeah, this tensioner is gone. This tensioner, it feels so crappy and worn out. It's not making too much noise on that, but actually, yeah, it is making noise. It is making that noise that I was talking about where it goes. It looks like a squealing noise, like a squealing noise. But anyways, that's how you go ahead and remove your tensioner. And then replacing it back is just easy as 1, 2, 3. Just redo all the steps that I just showed you. Any suggestions I got, honestly, would be just to draw out your picture again. Oh, my fingerprint. CGFIX approves. But with that being said, I hope you found this video useful. There will be a lot of videos coming up. Whoa, I'm going too close. There will be a lot of videos coming up on this car. I have a lot of work to do on it. If you want to check out the last video I did on it was the valve cover gasket, the spark plugs. I removed the intake in the back to do that back part. And you go ahead and do it yourself, and you know, don't pay so much money. And again, this is a 2006 Azera 3.8. There's not a lot of videos out there. I get it on the comments, and I am reading the comments, so I appreciate every single one of you guys who are watching my videos. And this video got almost 10,000 views within 3 days, so with this car. So there's a lot of work coming, and I'm gonna make a playlist just for this car specifically, so it'll be easier for the viewer to find you know, what car they're looking for. So if you're looking for work on a Honda, it's going to be at the Honda playlist, Toyota playlist, Hyundai, you know what I mean? I'm just going to put them in sections so it'll be easier for the viewer. But with all that being said, I appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Go ahead and give it a like, a share, if anything, you know, it means a lot. And also, if you want to donate your boy, you can go ahead and donate. There's a little button right next to the little remix, right like somewhere down here, and then right here says thank you. It'll be much appreciated. It will definitely help me increasing in my tools and be able to get more electric power tools and stuff like that. And also, we're doing a build series, so all the money that's going for the build that people send and stuff like that, it's going to that build, and we're looking to case swap that thing. So a lot of work is going to go to that Honda Fit right there. But with that being said, I keep saying with that being said, I gotta change that word. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love, your boy CGFIX. Boom. Oh, this way. All right. And I totally forgot to record a video before I turned it on when the old tensioner was on. Anyways, before the old tensioner was on, it used to go, you know what I mean? It used to make a bunch of noises and squealing, and belt was slipping, and all types of stuff was going on. But now we got a new belt, we got a new tensioner, so now it's good as new. Yes, sir. Your boy CGFIX just saved you 150 bucks. No, I'm kidding. It saved you a lot of money though. Hope you enjoy the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.